Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and things are kind of moving.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
Welcome in, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. Garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores. I go all those places trying to find things that I think I can buy and then sell for a profit online. Mostly I'm doing that on eBay. And the last few days have been pretty slow out of my eBay store. If you saw my last video, you saw how slow things have been. Some of that, my fault, inconsistent with listing, that sort of thing. But I think, at least for a day, things are starting to balance out. Let's take a look at what I sold, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about something that you might be able to do if your sales are slow. Got a few things to talk about today. Got a few sales here. We've got another Cutco knife. Look at the swirls on that one. I've been selling these things pretty regularly. Bought a set of 12 of them for $100, and now we're parting them out one by one. And we make right around $30 each time, depending on whether it's an offer or it sells full price, that sort of thing. This one, I did take an offer. Things a little bit slower. I'll take an offer that I might counter otherwise. I'm not going to quibble over a couple bucks when I need sales coming in. So $28 is what I accepted on this. $28 plus shipping. We've got here, these are some Marx figures. M-A-R-X is the company. And these I picked up at a little vintage market, I guess, is what you could call it. A bunch of vendors set up their booths and stuff, and so I wandered around and I found a few things. Those NBA patches, that's where those came from. This came from another dealer there, and I bought a set that was, I don't know, half complete, maybe, of the Marx Castle set. And there's some castle pieces and some horses and some knight figures, and these are the ones that would go on the horses, and they had their lances and their jousting stuff, and those are very often lost, the flags and stuff. So I'm parting the whole thing out, and this is the first to sell. I paid $25 for the whole set, or what was there of this set, and these guys sold for $28.60 plus shipping. So after fees and everything, we're right about even. So we'll just consider it even, and then everything that sells after this is profit. We got a duck. We'll just sneak that in the middle right here because Beth picked up the little glitter duck. Beth, thank you so much. Her favorite color, she said. So a portion of that going to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Thanks so much. Let's go over here. We'll get this. And look, guys, this is a good example of what will sell for Carhartt. I mean, if you look down here, there's spots. See, there's stains. Look at that. There's like holes on there, more stains up here. Look at that. And this is one I wore this for, I don't even know how many years. This is one that I've been doing chores around the house in. When I go outside, I'm shoveling that stuff. Look, there's stains here. This was dirty when I found it, and I didn't bother with trying to get it all out because it didn't matter. And the people that are buying Carhartt now, certainly you're going to get a little bit more money if it's in nicer condition, right? But these vintage Carhartt jackets, people are intending to do work in them. So very often it doesn't matter if they're pristine or not. This one's got a nice little quilted lining in it. I found another Carhartt jacket that I like better and that fits a little better. I just like the cut of it. And so I'm keeping that one and decided, you know what, let's list this one that I've been banging around in for 5-6 years, maybe more. I don't know. And it's sold. It's sold in a handful of days. It's actually going to a freight forwarder, it looks like, in Portland, ultimately going to end up in China. $65 plus shipping for my old beat up Carhartt jacket. I'll take it. Here we've got the Brown Driver Briggs Hebrew and English Lexicon. It's got Strong's Concordance in there. I don't know. This looks like a very tough book to read. This is a slow read right here. I picked this up. I should probably take that out of there, I suppose. I picked this up in North Carolina when I went to visit. Look at that. Got the church bulletin in there. When I went to visit Kevin, the Commonwealth Picker down there, and picked this up for $1. And it sold for $18.38 plus shipping. We've got a Jeep Mossy Oak hat. So Mossy Oak is the camo company, and Jeep stuff sells very well. Look at that American Legend. This is a nice hat. And I got several low dollar offers on this, and I would counter and they'd vanish, but I knew that this was going to find the right buyer or a good offer, because I've sold Jeep stuff before. Jeep stuff, Jeep hats in particular, sell very well for me. And somebody came in and bought it full price, $19.49 plus shipping for that guy. Here we got a John Deere hat. This is pretty cool. It's got like a patina look to it. That's not really wear. That's how they made it look. Got the barbed wire on there. I like this hat. I've sold this hat before, actually, and this one is going internationally. This is headed to the UK. $15.59 plus international shipping. And this also headed international up to Canada. This is one of our Schleich figures. We've got a little Arabian here. I sent out an offer on this, I think it was last night before I went to bed, and early this morning they accepted $8.98 plus that international shipping. So a good bunch of sales. Happy with those. Nice to flip something that was just otherwise hanging in your closet, right? I'm good with that. And if you noticed, on quite a few of those, they sold via promoted listing. And that's something I actually was talking with somebody on one of the Facebook groups here about that. Is the promoted listing worth it? It depends on who you are, I guess. For me, yeah, it's absolutely worth it. I know some people don't promote listings at all. The thinking being, hey, I already pay enough to eBay with my fees and potentially a store subscription and all that. I don't want to give them any more money. I get that, and I guess in one sense I share the sentiment, but it's a pay-to-play kind of thing. I don't want to pay more, but I don't have another way. I don't have another platform as large as eBay to put my stuff out there in front of the world. I had international sales today. I got stuff going all over the globe. That's because of the platform of eBay. So do I want to give them more money? No. Will I? I will. I source my stuff at a low enough price that I can afford some percentage points. Now, the question then becomes, well, how much do you promote? They had it. It used to be you could start at 1%. They recently bumped that up. The minimum you could do is 2%. Yeah, it's annoying, right? They're forcing you to give them more money. But guess what? My Apple Plus subscription, that's going up. My Hulu Plus bundle thing, that's going up like $5 a month. It's the slowly boiling pot of water with the frog, right? We notice it. We see it going up. There's honestly just not much we can do about it. And I guess I'm okay with it because I do sell my stuff more quickly through promoted listings. Now, the way it works, if you're new to eBay, is that you can sign up to have your listing promoted. That basically means that they're going to bump it up above other listings. You see those at the very front end when you do a search for an item and it says like sponsored or whatever. When people do a search, those are popping up top, and then it'll go natural listings underneath that. I think at the bottom as well, before they click on the next page, it shows up down there. So it gets a little bit more views. So that's what you pay for when you buy promoted listings. If somebody clicks on one of those when it's up at the top, you pay a fee. And that fee is determined by a percentage of your sale. You set that percentage when you say, yes, I want to promote this listing. I don't promote anything generally until it's been listed for, 2 weeks, something like that. And I go in and I'll bulk promote stuff all at once. And if it's getting a lot of views, if it has watchers already, I might promote it. I might not. I might hold off, but I might promote it at 2% just to sort of goose it, bring it up to the top. Maybe I get it sold. Other stuff, I used to go through and sort of select, different categories are more saturated than others. Honestly, and maybe it's lazy on my part, I don't know, but it works for me. Like I said, I'm sourcing at a low enough price that I can afford it. I just go with the trending eBay rate, right? So it might be 7%, might be 10%. I don't want to give that extra money up, but on a $10 item, say I sell $10 plus shipping, would I rather give up, what, 70 cents extra to move a $10 item out? Or would I rather make 70 cents more, but it take 2 months longer to sell? 3 months longer, however much, because more people are promoting, right? So you've got to battle through those promoted listings. For me, it's worth it to move it more quickly. Let me know down below. I'm curious to see sort of how that sorts out of how many people promote, how many people don't. But it might be something worth looking at. If promoting your listings, if you're not right now and your sales are slow, maybe try promoting some of those listings. If you are already promoting, but you're promoting at that very base level, the 2%, might be worth it to, for a week, just try, bump all that up, or bump a handful, choose a few items, bump up the percentage, and see if some of them sell. Before we get out of here, I promised that we were going to talk more ducks. So we do have some people sending us ducks still. And guys, I sure appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, we do sell ducks. You can see some of them right up there. You got to get your ducks in a row if you want to sell on eBay. And so you can buy those out of the Mountain Man Treasure store. The link to the store is down in the description below. A percentage of those sales goes to the Gary Sinise Foundation, which does work to help wounded veterans and first responders. They're a fantastic organization. And so a few folks sent us some ducks the other day. And now we got another one from Nathan. Check this thing out. This is cool. And he sent a note with it. He said, I wanted to thank you for the balaclava and the soccer duck that he recently purchased out of my store. I was just going through some of my stuff from when I was a kid and found 2 of these ducks. I put one with the soccer ball duck I got from you, and I figured I would send you the other with the savings you refunded me on my shipping. You're welcome to keep it or resell it to a viewer. Love the videos and keep being awesome. That from Nathan at Dunham's Deals on eBay. So check this out. This is a vintage duck. Super cool. And it's a McDonald's. Look at this thing. It's one of the Fry Guys riding on a duck. That's so cool. It's from 1984, it looks like. So that's awesome. I'm sure it's got some resale value, but I'm going to hang on to this guy. I think this guy's awesome. He's going to go hang out with those guys. Nathan, I appreciate it, my friend. We got some non-ducks as well, some non-duck mail coming from Brian Klaus. Brian Klaus, a longtime supporter of the channel and of our store. Brian is a fantastic human person. And he sent this to the Mountain Man Ghost Hunting Services. If you didn't know, we started a new channel, Big Sky Paranormal. The link for that is down below. You can go check that out. One video on there. And we'll have some more up there. The oogie boogie, ghosty, spooky stuff. It's fun. It's a little side channel. And he put a note in this, and then now I've lost the note, Brian, to read it. He said he saw these at a garage sale and started wondering what it would be like if Kevin, the Commonwealth picker, formerly an AP history teacher, and Mountain Man Treasure, now also Big Sky Paranormal, had a baby. And that baby became an author. And so he has Civil War Ghosts of Virginia that he sent, along with The Ghosts of Virginia, Volume 1. I'm a slow reader, but I'm going to get into these, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But more came from the Klaus household. All right, and these came from Lynn, who is Brian's better, I was going to say better half, better 2/3, maybe right in there. Lynn is incredible. She saw these while she was shopping and had to send them off for the Gary Sinise Foundation. So let's pop them open here. So, all right, so we've got a little Viking duck. I like it. And that duck has seen some things. It's a bug duck. Look at that. And then it's a ladybug duck. We've had the ladybug ducks in before, but none with a straight black head, which is kind of cool. So we got those 3, sort of the traditional size duck. But then our ducks in the store, usually they run from about $3.99 to $4.99. I like to keep them very affordable. I got to come up with a good price for this guy because he's mega duck. I mean, this is the size duck that we're normally selling, guys. So there's the difference. This thing is huge.
Well, that's a huge noggin. It's a virtual planetoid. Has its own weather system.
Let's see if it says on here. It just says big bath duck because it does have actually the a tag still on it. So yeah, this is a big bath duck. I'll come up with a price on this, and we're going to donate a whole bunch of that to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Lynn, thank you so much. You're fantastic. I sure appreciate you. Keep Brian in line, please. That, incidentally, was sent to the Mountain Man Treasure Duck Sorting Service. So there you go. So that's what I got for you today, guys. Again, commenting, thumb up, that helps us a ton. If you're not, give us a subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. And then if you hit that bell down there, right, I think it's right down here somewhere. Maybe it's over here. I don't know. But it'll let you know when we put new stuff up.